Well, look at it. It's another Saturday. It's another episode of the beautiful program that is the gift of music. Sanbonani, everybody at home. My name is Mangaliso Masleda, aka Elfo, and this is my favorite time of the year. It's when everyone comes back home and we can now eat, seven colors, and we can now catch up and find out how the year was and celebrate the wins and, rub each other's backs for the losses and start planning for the new year. And we can do all of this while we relax to some sultry sounds or we turn up to some piano, whichever way music makes you feel during this time. It works, and you got to make it work for you. The gift of music, the gift that keeps on giving. It gives us, the listeners, and it gives the people who create the music, because they get to put food on the table, and they get to see the world, and they get to change the world. Today we have a man who is a singer, a songwriter, a producer, a photographer. Hey, so much. You're going to get to learn about this man. And of course, we're out here at the Velvet Monkey, and we're going to sit down and, find out what the gift of music did for this man here. His name is Nicholas Dlamini, but you don't know him by that name. You know him as SLOTA.
How can I be better? 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 All I ever wanted was to make you proud. Somewhere along the way, I found myself on the ground. Better days are all I ever ask for. As the sun will shine again, and I'll be ready to fight till the end. I only got one question for you. I only got one question for you.
The gift of music is ready to kick off, and the gifter and giftee, Nicholas Sibusiso SLOTA Dlamini. Kunjani goes?
No, go romantic.
Hi.
How you doing?
It's like romantic Jan, but
Too lovely, man. It is the season to
to be jolly. What does Christmas? Hey. What does Christmas mean for you, my brother?
For me, it's always been about family time, honestly speaking, man.
Yeah.
Simply put, it's about Father Christmas, and one TV low and whatnot. Well, no, that's cool and whatnot. Messed up part about me as well is that I'm not even used to gifts. That's
Okay.
the thing about me. I think from just a young age, like my birthday, it was a similar case. It gets awkward when someone says, "Happy birthday, me." Huh? You got me something.
Wait. No. So,
Yeah.
what was it like growing up as SLOTA? I was Busiso.
No, what happy? I've always been an adventurous kid,
Okay.
so I'm always out and about exploring. Samahlathini, Sakaula, Saka Stadium.
Yeah.
That type of situation. We get bikes, Pakswat Kaftini, Hanjwa from Mbangwen to town and back, just for just. Take a rough route every now and then into a river or fall into a ditch, come back, hide your scratches, and be a good kid. Good times nonetheless, though.
You had quite the freedom as a kid, eh?
I know, I was a happy chappy, bro.
Ah.
Being the only kid for like 10 years in the house was also something I had to keep myself busy, basically, because sibling only came 10 years later.
Ah.
Exactly.
Can you remember what Christmas was like when it was just you? when all the Christmas clothes came to you?
No, quack happy. As long as the toys lemoto somewhere.
Okay.
Aye. It's the best right. It didn't have to be Christmas though for me in that case. So anytime is tea time.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah, man. That's
But
how it works.
what were the celebrations like for the Dlamini household?
For us, kuba ngathi a typical day.
Okay.
Honestly speaking, start with work.
Wow.
So indzaba yokuthi nje kubhiza khishini, udlala ngoma letitse, jingle bells or whatnot. Nah, it was all about emasimini kunjeyana bafethu sikagogo lapho, by the way.
Yeah.
Emasimini siyathi ukuthi lo wangabo 5-4 ekseni kuyavukwa ngitshola sikhulumba.
That was SLOTA
Yes,
for Christmas.
that was me, bro.
Tis the season.
Yeah, 'tis the season. We are working, and that's been the thing actually for the past years.
Okay.
It's like that. For me, it starts off as a typical day. We just do normal chores or span so that I think it's more wholesome at the end of the day. Like we've worked, we're all tired, but gathered around the fire. Now we're just enjoying the day and just being us. Yeah, it was more fulfilling that way. Basically, I think that's how it brought us together as a family vibe. That's our celebration.
I've heard of many Christmas stories.
Yeah.
This is the first one I've heard of that involved manual labor.
We're special like that.
Wow.
We are special like that.
I think what I enjoy the most is that it's cool for you. Like it seems like something you look forward to.
Truth be said, because
Yeah.
it's our own thing.
Yeah.
It's unique to us, basically, rather than saying we should dress up in PJs that are matching, decorate the house, put up lights.
So there's no Christmas trees in the Dlamini household.
Kwani?
Yeah. The only trees that are there are the ones in the fields.
Yes, Chief. Go and chop, actually, go plant some stuff. Then harvest the tree later on.
Yeah.
Straight up, man. That's how it works with us.
But
That's how it works.
I'm being silly now, but whenever people maybe look at custard, they'll go, "Oh, this reminds me of Christmas at home."
Yep.
Do you feel like that when you say a fork or a spade? Does that remind you of Christmas at
Low
home?
key. Because the element of labor is associated with certain days. You know, it's okay, maybe on a weekend, it's easy going. But on Christmas, we have to go see ukala lo kwanga ngobhawo.
Hey, madoda.
Imini yonke kuyoze mhlambe kushayele kubo after lunch. Yabo, that's only when things start slowing down. So ke hayi ke manje. Yeah, akudliwe man. Sekaphuma ke la maqatha. Lathengiwe, by the way.
Yeah.
Because it's not like akekho. Akhona. But atawuphuma ngema after hours.
The aim of the show is to sit with you
Yes, sir.
and get a side of you that the viewer doesn't know. You know,
Yeah.
most of the time we're doing this to surprise the viewer, but I am surprised myself.
Gotcha.
Kuva nje wena uthi ngala kubopha customer bawoti. That's wild for me. So what does because now obviously the dynamic is you've been working all morning since 4. Because I've been to work Nami.
Yeah.
We were ensimini akokho mbeka ngadlali ke mina. Angafuni ukuva nje indaba yokuthi gogo stophumula ini funa kuyohlakulwa
Exactly.
sawubuya maybe ngabo 10 sithola incwancwa game 2
Exactly.
so what does that now make Christmas lunch or is there a
Epic.
special Christmas dinner? What happens now?
Because kune tribe yamanje.
Yeah,
That's why there's a special agenda on its own, my guy.
okay.
Many trifles have been had, but that one, something else.
Special.
So, kukhona lokhu in as much as thina sisebenza thina labanye, bakhona labahlet lakhaya that are preparing
Okay.
the meal basically for us. Ngiyabanjiswana basically. Ngeke vele sihambe sonke because nasibuya sonke sihanile, and then you expect someone else to further cook and prepare a meal, it gets a little tricky. So in essence, we're like, no, salanine. Those who are able-bodied and fit, no excuses. So now we are doing at least so if I get nugelela, we were like, well, caught. Thina sesosa mhlawumbe lile lapha nje ku price tag ngoba phela sesibazile sithi hayi cha, we'll take care of this just a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
And that is your typical Christmas.
And that is
now.
our typical Christmas.
So endzaba nje timbahla ta Christmas namakhekhe uyakubona nje imva bethu.
Yabo, imva bethu hayi ukuthi kubi. Kuhle nakho esayidini la. But mina akusindo lengidayele kakhulu. Yabona mina ngathi vele kufuna kucalwe ngala before you get here. It's like basically working for your reward.
Okay.
In essence.
Yeah.
Basically. It's more fulfilling for us to enjoy the day at the end after we know what we've accomplished and ticked these boxes, like saying, yabo. Because I'll put it off today, and next so might as well just get it over and done with and enjoy the whole day holistically. How I spent my Christmas.
Yeah. That's
Here's a
now
vlog.
your overalls.
Yeah.
I don't want to lie, SLOTA.
Yeah.
I never expected it.
I know. Well, most people tend to think I'm a cheese boy.
I've we
got
all
that a
think
lot.
you're a cheese boy.
I get that a lot. I don't know why.
I guess eloquence.
Eloquence.
Eloquence is akin to
Softness.
softness. You know, it's a particular way of living, you know.
Okay.
Because eloquence calls for a certain amount of patience as well. You know, and
I get you.
cheese boys have patience because you assume they're not doing much. You know, you have all the time in the world.
Got it easy.
Yeah.
Basically. Man. Priorities. They got some me.
Yeah.
Yeah. As much as there's a time to be soft, time to work. So you just find that balance, I guess.
So who's coming home for this great Christmas whack?
Well, Lil Sis came through. Well, because she hasn't been around home for a little bit. Like she's been in school in the US, and then of course she got
You guys took a child from America and you put her in campus. Anyway, keep going. I'm listening.
No, she knows the deal. She knows the deal. You can't just be soft here, Chief.
Hey.
Go to America, learn and whatnot. And then of course she's based in Joburg now. Then she came home for the holidays basically, so just spending time together almost every day. But you at our standard procedure is that as much as the taba jolly in the evening, but find something to do in the Xeni. Simple as that. Simple as that, man.
That's crazy, man. But I like the fact that it's a thing that you guys have.
Yeah.
And I like how you beam even talking about it, because if it was, say, a chore, it doesn't seem like it's a chore to you.
Not at all.
It literally seems like a tradition that you almost can't wait to be part of.
You look forward to.
You look forward to.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I think that's the essence of Christmas at the end of it all.
Exactly.
You know, it's a time for family, time for resting, a time for reflecting, time for sharing experiences, sharing whatever it is, traditions that you have as a family. If that's Christmas clothes, then that's that. If it's traveling, that's that.
That's that.
And
man.
if it's guhlagula,
That's that.
and gufuna, that is that. Whatever
I like
works
that.
for you. Yeah.
I'm gonna use that for next year.
Yeah.
That is that. I like that.
I like that too. It's the gift of music.
Yeah, man.
And you've got some little some for us today.
Hey!
I want to talk about SLOTA the artist, because I know that you're a multifaceted and ever growing musician.
Yes,
we'll
sir.
get to that. But what's the first thing I want to call out now to SLOTA the vocalist?
Yeah,
What
man.
is SLOTA the vocalist doing for us today?
Well, I'm gonna start off with something called "I Can't Make You Love Me." It's a cover. Well, the first song I heard it from Tank, originally done by Tank, the cover layer basically, and basically just these about you can't force certain situations. It's basically, and it is what it is type of thing. So I just take it and put it into life to be like, you know what, we go through a lot as people, we meet as individuals, but we don't necessarily have to then force certain things. So if some people fall off along the way, it's fine. Come on, we move. That is that.
All right then. So from the city when I go to Ekaigino, you work first,
Yes.
then you eat later.
Yes, please.
The Val Monkey has made some nice meal for you here to enjoy, but you can't touch it. You have to work first. The next performance
After
is
the song.
you're working. After the song, we can dig into the food. Let's check out SLOTA's first performance.
You bet.
Turn down the lights, turn down the bed, turn down these voices inside my head. Lay down with me, tell me no lies, just give me till then to give up this fight. Don't patronize, 'cause I can't make you love me if you don't, and you can't make your heart feel something it don't want. And here in the dark, in these final hours, I will lay down my heart and feel the power if you won't. No, you won't. See, I'll close my eyes and then I won't see the love you don't feel when you holding me. Morning will come and I'll do what's right. Just give me till then to give up this fight, and I will give up this fight. Oh yeah, 'cause I can't make you love me if you don't. You can't make your heart feel something it don't want. And here in the dark, in these final hours, I will lay down my heart and feel the power if you won't. No, you won't, 'cause I can't make you love me. No, 'cause I can't make you love me if you won't. I can't make you love me. Oh, if you won't, I can't make you love me. If you won't, I can't make you love me. Said if you don't, I can't make you love me. If you don't, I can't make you love me. If you don't.
Back at it, and we're still out here. Okay, now that you've worked SLOTA,
About that time.
we're still out here. Of course, it's the gift of music. I have the one and only SLOTA, and we're at the Velvet Monkey for the
man.
gift of music. We got some pork tacos over there.
Pork tacos.
It's a very cheese boy meal. For what we have found out now, is not a cheese boy.
But this works.
Yeah, it should.
It works, regardless.
It should. I feel like you're the best of both worlds.
Honestly speaking,
You feel like it
I
too?
am.
Okay.
Because what's been said about my cooking as well. Because I don't cook no regular meals, bro.
Okay.
You know, do that
I
gourmet.
don't understand, man.
You know, some chicken Alfredo every now and then.
Okay.
I'm saying, like, what? You? What do you know about Alfredo?
Yeah, I'm about in same one.
Moloko mntaka baba ungahlulwa yini nje chicken nalabo pasta nyana uthi nama cream,
Hlanganisa kuphuma something.
bro, because I'm always expressive in everything that I do. I experiment a lot.
Yeah.
So anytime I get to the kitchen, for example, for me it's a case of how can I elevate this from what it normally is, you know, and things come out. And as much as it might start as maybe a taco, and I'll probably flip this in a different dimension and just use a different cheese, for example. What does it taste like with blue cheese? I mean, get some of that stank in there. That
Hey, you sounds like a remixer now, man. SLOTA. Ukanenge ngihlala na SLOTA studio adlala ingoma yakhe noma yemuntu. Ufaphi ufuna kuyi-remixa nje. Let's take it back before we get to the remixes because
Yes,
that's
sir.
you now.
yeah, man.
Where do you start with music? Like I said, you are multifaceted. You are a vocalist, producer, a photographer, voiceover artist.
Yeah, man.
So where does it start?
Started in singing,
Okay.
basically. I think probably 2003. Yeah, 2003. That's like a form of my book. You know, watching television and whatnot. Working the MCM Africa, that was the TV during the day. Just play music videos by Asha and them and whatnot.
I remember MCM. Yeah, I remember MCM.
So then, essentially, you know, what I'd like to do is that I would like to imitate people most of the time. I think that's where the accent comes from as well. Because you just watch something and then just try imitate that and see how it sounds, basically. And you're like, okay, I can get this. So with the singing also, try to hit those notes exactly the same and whatnot. And I was like, maybe I can actually sing. You know, and then of course eventually I got into church choir, praise team, kanjalo over the years, and then I loved R&B. So then of course I ended up doing a little bit of music. But when I met Sub Jams a couple of years later, I would hang out in the studio, basically just sit there in the corner and observe as he worked with other artists, and I'd ask questions. Of course, let's keep on. What is this? When I'm like, okay, that's all right. So I was learning in essence. It was like an on-the-job type of training situation, unexpectedly. And then, okay, singing, went into songwriting, and then eventually production fascinated me. Because most of the time I was frustrated with the sense of, okay, I wrote the song, I'm hearing all the instruments that need to go on the song in my head. I know how it needs to sound. But then you compromise when you have someone building the song for you. And you're like, side. But that driving sense of like, I can't connect a USB cable on into my head and transfer all of this. So I need to learn. So then I learned production. So then it went from singing to production, basically. More like adding rather than saying I left it behind.
Yeah.
I just added that into that. That was 2010 or 2011, February 2011. That's when I started the production game. I was in school, university, second year. It was just classroom.
I see what you did there. I see.
Exactly. So it was that case with me. And then, yeah, a couple of months into the game, when you have local people coming to ask you, yo, bro, how did you do that? Mind you, these people are more experienced than you. I knew there was something about me and what I'm doing.
So you continue to put in the 10,000 hours.
Put them in, bro. I put them in like every day was working.
Yeah.
To the point where mashitabeka atinje la domain ukuthi awudlamini ukumbaza ubusubonke technically. I'd sleep at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning sometimes, basically just making music or trying to learn a new concept in that sense. And then yeah, man, progress.
At that point,
yeah,
is it fascination or innate obsession or part of the end goal? Or did the end goal eventually show itself? Oh, actually, I can make money out of this. In that time where you are sleeping at 4 a.m.,
yeah,
what was going on? Is it part of the plan, or is it just a fascination that you had at that time?
It was a fascination and I would say expressiveness for me, in a sense that I have all of this in me that I need to get out. So I need to find a way around the machine that I have, basically just making use of the little that I have to bring out all that I'm hearing. And also because I would listen to a lot of music, so anytime I'm listening to a song, for me it's from a production perspective. While everyone is listening to the lyrics and going like, oh, this is my jam, now I'm there like, I think he used this plugin for this. I love the compression on that vocal. I love the EQ on the verse, which is different to the chorus section. You know, all these things. So I'm dissecting the song. It's like even when I'm in the club or at a festival, most people will find me with folded arms watching.
Yeah, I've seen this.
Yeah,
I've seen
while
this.
everyone is dancing.
And sometimes you have a little smile like,
exactly.
I've seen this. It's weird.
So it's those sorts of things that I'm hearing and thinking, huh, that was smart. Exactly. And then I want to take that and try implement it in my own work, basically, and then learn it, and then of course from there just grow in it, and also add something in my production level to get better and better and be competitive in the market that we're in today.
Today we'll get to today.
Yeah.
But I'm starting this question from today.
Yeah.
You are well within the loins of deep house and house music. But a few years ago, even outside of professional, I think,
yeah,
you also delve into a big part of gospel. Yeah. You're part of a gospel group. How did you settle down on the genre? Did you settle down, or is this what you're doing now? Like, how do you pick the genre? Because you have done hip hop, house. The other day, I think I heard you touch a bit of piano.
Piano, eh? Exactly. So the thing with me is that people know me from individual perspective. Gani, unfortunately, as you said, I'm multifaceted.
Yeah.
Exactly. So basically, I do about 5 genres in my production.
Okay.
So it's predominantly house. Those that know me from way back, but I would say R&B in fact, and hip hop. Yeah, but there's a bit of electro in there, and then the pianos. I also do them. But to go signet into the cork. Yeah, but or some things I produce for artists instead of myself, basically. So in some instances, I'm behind the scenes in production. When you look at some of the albums that we've worked on, that released Kole, for example, that album, the experimentation that happened there, basically, and then of course finding the right guys to then play those expressions that were laid down. It's that type of work for me, basically. So I do multiple genres. So in the current situation, deep house seems to be flourishing and doing the most, but I'll jalpies.
You can't say, would you say you're more passionate about a certain genre?
No, I'm passionate about music.
They're all your kids.
Yeah.
But is there a genre that you like, as much as you love all of them?
Yes.
Is there a genre that you feel like, I know I'm to extend, then only 30 minutes on a repeat. Only 30 minutes on a
all of the ones I do actually. It's like that. ngilo 10,000 hours ke lo.
Okay.
Because lapho bengenda konke. So ngaqala ekuseni till evening. Khanze ukuthi ngende all 5 across the board. Repeat, execute, repeat, execute. So it gets easy because now I know the basic elements that are involved in this particular genre. Same with this genre, same with this genre. So it's a case of like, I know the bounce like that thing alana. I know that specific drum kit like that thing for this hip hop song. Then my 808s so at some point I would just listen to the sounds that I have instead of creating. So that I know it gets easier for me that way. Rather than okay. From scratch, and then next thing 2 hours later, so I told it.
Uthi the host of Gift of Music, Lola Ngakatsi game. My next question,
yeah.
Okay, now I know that you are shying away a lot from the vocalist part of it all. Also, the Gift of Music, the host like me.
Yeah.
It's because the production allows you to work with more, but also help more people, change more careers. Or
my guy, Tatala, and that's the truth of it, honestly speaking, because I can write songs, I sing songs, but I actually find it more fulfilling when I help an artist grow, because not many know how to write well. Some have a voice but can't write. So then I become a filler in essence, basically, to say, you know what, okay, but I also need you to learn how to write. The skill level is now sort of flow basically. And of course it helps to be a singer as well, because while someone is singing, I'm already thinking of other harmonies that they can put in, subtle elements to make the song more interesting, basically. So yeah, basically it's quite an interesting journey. I love the behind the scenes elements of it, and hearing the final product and be like, yo, yeah, I was more than just a part of the song, right? From just creating the beat, but I also contributed vocally in making this masterpiece. It's fulfilling, bro.
Now we're talking, you're part of a big powerhouse, deeper house, the deeper shades of house.
Yes, sir.
How's that going for you? And where do you hope that'll take you?
It's fantastic, man.
Look at the glow. You just can't help it.
Dude, it is fantastic because the manifestation because you're here, for example, in varsity, watching this individual that inspires you on a live stream every week without fail, and you're like, if I can just have one of my songs feature there, just one, and not thinking would say, okay, so the song will feature and then what? So then that becomes the thing of like, I need to expand my heart attack. So we're like, okay, I wish. So I went on SoundCloud back in the years. I'm DM. I send her one of the songs. Just beats, basically. He responds. Hey, one just such a response you would accept. He responds basically and says, loves the song. If I can just change a few things here and there and send it back so you can hear it again. Oi, back to says he loves it so much to the point where he'd love to release it.
Wow.
On his label. I'm like, look at God. You see now. My guy. And Lapoge, I grabbed on because then I used the opportunity to send other songs. And from there, was selected My top 4. What package EP 2016 EP Amekala. Dlamini is releasing under Deeper Shades of House. First ever Swati artist basically on that platform basically. And I've never looked back since, man. The relationship has been growing. It's been epic. Released. I've had a couple of releases on the label, man. And the fact that he whenever he comes through, he's always looking like, where are you at? You know, when it comes through to SA, he was in Eswatini just a couple of weeks ago. And of course, I had to play after him. So after he said, I got on, did my thing as well. And we hung out. Even escorted him to the border the following day. They asked for that because of the relationship that we have.
It seems like once it's a gift of music, that's when maninga khula ma gifts labakunike wona. Unako lokuba unfair kancane. I remember you entered a competition lebe hostwa ngu Mikasa.
Yeah.
And you won it.
Look at God.
So nonchalantly, you know.
Yeah.
Life and music has really been good to you.
Very much, bro. Nyonga complaining me.
Where to from here?
Everywhere. Everywhere. When most people want to leave the country for greener pastures, I like to till the soil that I have.
You want to create the greener pastures here.
Exactly.
The farmer in you.
Uthi kungaba kuhle nje uhlangana na Beyonce la gables ay KFC uqale wale uthi akusuye ngeke but bese uyeva ufunani la athi hayi to recorda nje ngoma nje yabona. Instead of us always flying, it's easy for us to just fly and go to work in their environments. But it's also key to create so much havoc, so much noise to the point where we force them to come down this side in our spaces, so they see how we work, how we make the most with the little that we have, but still make bangers, for example. You know?
SLOTA, thank you so much for coming through. What's the last song you're hitting it for us?
This is a song on a compilation with Antidote Music, another record label, Elakaya.
Yeah.
We're doing marvelous things basically for the local industry, especially the house scene and basically the art sector. It's called How Can I? It's basically a song about personal growth as an individual. It was mostly about men, on how we men can get better, how we can love better, how we can be wiser in the decisions we make, in the choices we make, and basically in the spaces where we're located. So yeah, how can I have a lovely Christmas?
Merry Christmas, SLOTA. Happy New Year. Happy 2024.
Likewise,
all the best.
brother.
And one of these days I want to get on one of the, because you got a deep house. You can fuck my ad libs, my vocals.
Exactly.
I'm here.
The aim is not to switch.
I'm here.
Got
Next time
you,
you
bro.
need a voice over for a song.
Got you, bro.
You know what I mean? Ngiyathi lona sitawuhlanganisa wona ibe popular le ngoma. Next thing Black Coffee is playing it in Ibiza. And I can say that's my voice.
That's my voice. Exactly. Because
Kusala
sana kahle
put me
paperwork futhi ngoba ngokufuna kuhambe ngemuva. Into laba
Buka
ayikhohlwa
bengana nkinga
ngoba.
mina.
Yabona?
Song ayifaka naye.
Imcoka
Nebe ngifuna kodlala Ibiza nje kuphela.
You must make money off your
Okay.
music.
Just do it.
My man.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, we've come to the end of the show. We're going to sign out with the beautiful sounds of SLOTA. This is the gift of music. My name is Mangaliso Maslela, aka L4. God bless you all. Have a beautiful, beautiful festive season and an absolutely amazing 2024. I love you. Peace.
How can I be better? How can I be better? How can I be better? How can I proud. Somewhere along the way, I found myself on the ground. Better days are all I ever ask for. Cause the sun will shine again, and I'll be ready to fight till the end. I only got one question for you. I only got one question for you. I pray that you answer me. How can I be better? How can I be stronger? How can I be wiser? How can I be better? How can I be stronger? How can I be wiser? How can How can How can allow me to be the best version of myself? I need you to accept me as I am. I want you to understand that I can be better than this.